The National Association of Nigerian Students President, Atiku Abubakar Issa, has come out to accuse the president's son, Seyi Tinubu, of abducting, torturing, dehumanizing, and blackmailing him, all because he refused to support the re-election bid of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and refusing to collect the 100 million naira lajis that was earmarked for him, and seeking also to overthrow his government as the NANS president because Seyi Tinubu himself, according to him, has an interest in who becomes the president of NANS, because the president of NANS must work with the president of the country, must support the re-election of his father. This was the allegation against him. And he has come out to accuse not only Seyi Tinubu, but the Minister of Youth and also the MD of NTA, because, he was tortured according to him, and he was, abducted, and he was kidnapped, he was beaten in the very horrific pictures that was released, which I'll show you on the screen, and you can see how everything panned out. He has even come out to release a video detailing this effect and standing on his ground, saying that he is not going to change ground despite the fact that he almost lost his life. And in fact, he said that he's willing to lose his life to stand for what he believes in. Watch this video.
I was invited to Lagos to meet with Seyi. I met with Seyi and the Minister for Youth. The Minister for Youth, when he saw me, he hugged me in Lagos. We talked, and I was to be offered 100 million naira. But the thing is, it's not all about money. There are things which I stand for. You cannot ask me to begin to promote a president who has not done something for me to say he has done it. If he does something good, I will promote him. We will support him as the president and commander-in-chief. But where he is, you cannot say I should keep quiet. I won't do that. That we couldn't settle. And they felt that I'm being stubborn not to accept money and to come to Lagos without accepting money and going back. So they planned my abduction, and on the 15th, I was abducted. Of April, I was abducted, stripped naked, beaten seriously, in collaboration with the MD of NTA. The MD of NTA, I was packaged to NTA to make involuntary statement that I am no longer, that I have renounced my position as NANS president. I did that to gain my freedom, but immediately I released a press statement that I was forced, it was under duress, and because I was naked, I was beaten. They claimed that they will share the video. That Seyi told them that they can share the video, nothing will happen. I want Nigerians to know what has happened and that we are not going to give up. The most important thing which my government, which we want to do as leaders of NANS, is that we will fight the cultists. We will take away cultism from NANS, the touts from NANS. They are just a bunch of touts and criminal elements. When politicians want to do anything, they recruit them to do all of these things, and that is what we have come to fight. I need your support for us to be able to do this.
Atiku Issa Abubakar, president of NANS. You had come out to say that NANS is filled with cultism, that NANS has a cultism problem. You had also come out to say that you were abducted, you were kidnapped, you were tortured. Perhaps whoever did this were thugs who were sent by someone. It could be thugs within the NANS. It could be thugs outside the NANS. But definitely they had people who sent them. As you have spoken, you said that you are sure that it was Seyi Tinubu and others who did this to you. This is a very strong allegation, just to know that, because you know that you may be called upon to prove these allegations. Nigerians, we are very, very emotional people, and definitely lots of people are already beginning to believe the story, notwithstanding that the NANS itself, over the years has been political, has involved too much in Nigerian politics. In fact, the NANS, Nigerian Student Association, has stained their hands a lot in Nigerian politics, because over the years they always seem to support, concurrent governments, do their bidding, and also carry out their plans for them. So now you have seen the consequences of associating yourself with partisan politics. It's a very dangerous game in Nigeria. This should be a note of warning to other unions out there. Be very careful with how you relate with politicians and partisan politics. One day it will eat your finger. One day it will eat your finger. The NLC is yet to recover from associating with the government over the years. Right now, you see the way they don't treat NLC with respect. The NLC is just bullied here and there and there. It has become the shadow of itself. It's because of that association with partisan politics. And I always say, stay away from partisan politics in Nigeria if you are a union that you want to last. So I blame the Nigerian Students Association for engulfing itself in politics over time. This is just the problem, the consequences. Now the government feels you belong to them. And when you feel you want to toe your part, they say, oh, it's now you remember you want to toe your part, eh? When we have been giving you money, when we have been sponsoring your leadership, when we have been working together in the past, all of a sudden you wake up now, you don't want to support us. That is what you see. It's what you get. So number one blame goes to you, the NANS. You go to the NANS for this character, lack of personality, lack of character. Everybody wants to become president because they want to use it for their own personal interest and not the students' interest. What have you achieved for the students, NANS? What have you achieved for the students? What have Nigerian students benefited from being members of this NANS? You collect NANS dues every year. You collect NANS dues every month, every semester, every session. Yet, some schools don't even know what these NANS are doing. We are looking for NANS. We don't see them. Next thing we see you in Abuja. Always in Abuja. Always in Nassau Rock. Well, thank God for your life that you were not consumed by this episode. Thank God that you are awake to see this day. Because some people have not recovered from, as you are aware, human life in Nigeria sometimes can mean nothing more than a baked bread, and they will not waste time to just, waste you. So you are very, very thankful you will even have your life to even come out here and even speak, and people are hearing you. That means you were not meant to be. It was never meant to be. You are meant to be alive. So, but I will teach you a lesson. Take NANS back to the hostel. Take NANS back to the schools where it belongs. Leave Abuja, leave Aso Rock politics for politicians. Doesn't take away the fact that you were abused, your life was threatened, and you were injured, you were brutalized. It's so obvious in the pictures that are trending on social media that you were abused. And I'm calling upon the Nigerian police, the judiciary, and also the DSS to look into these claims, because this is part of the things we want to stop in this country. Intimidation, bullying, threat to life, torture. These are the things that we should start solving from the top. He mentioned Seyi Tinubu. He mentioned also the minister. He mentioned also the MD of NTA. These three people do not have immunity. They don't have immunity. You have to invite them. I'm calling upon the NANS president to write a petition straight to the police IG, listing out the people you suspect have done this to you. That's the first thing you should do. If you have not done that, then you're just social media. You're just playing on social media. You just want to trend, and you just want to, make Nigerians, sway public sentiment to yourself. If you have not yet written a petition to the IG of police by now, then something's wrong with you. But I think you have done that. So I'm calling upon the IG of police to please invite these people he has mentioned, invite them for questioning, let them say their whereabouts. Investigation should be done on this matter, proper investigation. Not only them, there are other people, there are lots of cultists in that NANS that cannot also escape this. People who are known cultists that always perpetrate evil in that Nigerian Student Association. They need to be also, investigated, because it could be anybody that did this to him. It could even be his enemies. It may not even be people he even mentioned today. So the real culprits must be brought to book. The real culprits must be brought to book, and they should not be roaming on our streets. This is what we need to get rid of. These are the things we need to get rid of. So please, I'm calling upon our politicians to let these unions be. Focus on the people that matter. Create policies that people will like and they will vote for you. You don't need to buy any group. These groups have only one vote. We are moving from a stage of election rigging to a stage of election transparency. And very soon you will not need anybody to snatch ballot box again, because a time will come, people will start voting from their phones, with their phones. That's the truth. So I don't need this in this country, please. So Seyi Tinubu, please, these allegations are very, very strong. But I saw the statement released, but that's not enough. That is not enough. They said that when you keep your hands clean, nobody can have anything against you. Because when your movements are not that, perfect enough, people always call your name. If you have stayed on your own, like the other president's son, Buhari's son, Obasanjo's son, you will hardly see anybody raise, offense against them. But because your name was called, because you are almost everywhere. You're always everywhere, moving around like a politician. I didn't say you should keep to yourself or you should not get involved in politics, but sometimes it seems as if you are doing these things too much. You're getting involved in things too much. Too involved in things like this. That's when you will expose yourself for these kind of accusations. Even if you must play this politics, play it the way your father plays it, very neat from the background. People must not call your name up and down. It's very, very shameful. Everywhere you look, they're calling Seyi Tinubu here, Seyi Tinubu here, Seyi Tinubu here. In fact, the name you're getting for yourself is not even because of they don't like your dad. It's because of the one you got for yourself. You just got this bad name for yourself by yourself. I don't know why. I don't know why. Oluremi Tinubu is going around the country trying her best to give the family a very good name. All kudos to her. And as she's going around, people are not still accepting her, but at least she's trying. You could hardly see people, paint her this or that every day. She's not always on the bad side every day. She's trying. But yours is different. You just like this bad boy character. It's like you just like this bad boy character. I don't know what is it about you, but I don't like that character about you. I don't like it when you're always everywhere. Calm down. This thing now is on your head. You're going to come out to defend it because the whole Nigerians have believed it. We are over 200 million Nigerians and the news is already spread. This is not a good thing for politics. It doesn't matter if you will always find your way or have your way, but it's not good for this early stage of your politics to be known like this. When your dad was entering politics, he wasn't even known like this. He wasn't. In the early stages, he wasn't. During Nadeko, when he became a senator, it was like this. Seyi Tinubu, calm down. Calm down. Come out. You have been called out. You have been called out. So you need to come out and do something about it because Nigerians are believing it. And it's not good at all for your age. For you, because you're still coming up in this life. And you never can tell how things will pan out in the next 20, 30, 40 years. Your dad is president today, but tomorrow he will not be. We've seen billionaires, we've seen big men, we've seen trillionaires come and go. What did they leave behind? Seyi Tinubu, please. Come and defend this because it's a very weighty allegation. Come out and say something. Come out and do something about it. I have been your host, Chinedu. Sign out to your favorite show, Direct on the Spot, the show where we hit it hard and hot on matters of concern that shape and affect our daily lives. Till we see you in the next video. Peace.